Welcome back to Factorio MSX Gigabase. Okay, this is the episode where we will get the steel online. You can see the impact of our changes from last time. This has jumped back up to sort of mid-30s rather than low 30s. I'll just quickly go over what I have done in addition to what you saw. I did this one as well. That's a lot better. It was up here with a very long pathing, so this is now much better. We have and I got rid of a lot of the bots as well, so there's that one. This one up here is now just a two platform. I mean, strictly speaking, I probably could have removed some of these extra miners as well, but this way we won't have to revisit it. And obviously I moved all of the robo ports off anything that actually still had some iron. So I mean, it's not going to last very long. Remember, at one point in this playthrough, this was a 130 ore patch. It's now an 8.1. So there's those two, plus the one that we did together here, with the coal and the iron 7. And of course our change here that I haven't come back and put in prod modules too, but that's certainly having the desired effect there. 269 on the mining productivity means that we are very close to the 275 target that I set, so we'll probably have to change that up. We're going to have to pull that publisher out and correct NI to be, this is a refuel for steel 3, and these are fuel stop 3s. Fuel stop 3. Just have to check that I've got that name right. Oops. Fuel, no, it needs to be a capital. Alright. Fuel stop 3. That's better. And we can copy that name and paste it up here as well. So that, oh, now we need to sort this bit out, of course. And I need some green wire. So I've also gone ahead and built out the steel stack. So I'll show you that in a second. Let's get green and red wire. I'll probably grab all of that actually very soon, but let's just make sure the fuel can turn up. So we want that to go from there to there. So what have we got? -1 times T, so this needs to be providing a T, which means we need to read stop train and output a T. -1 times T output P, and then if this is less than, so if the rocket fuel is less than 1k, then output a positive P. So if there's no trains here and rocket fuel is less than 1,000, we'll order another. This keeps track of the number of trains on the way. If that's less than P, then we need to order up some rocket fuel. Now you'll notice we are still using just normal rocket fuel. It is in the long-term plans to change that to the nuclear fuel, but that's not a priority just yet. So that should get some fuel up here, so we can feed the miners with some trains. Now I have also ordered in some trains via our supply train, so let me just see how that's going. It should be going quite well. see, yes, the train is going to the unload station. Ah, it's already delivered them. Right, so let's get these trains sorted. We will need, I think I'm going to do about 20 trains, so that is 120 locomotives and 160 wagons. If they all fit, I'm not entirely sure because I didn't count the spaces. Right. We actually have some trains left over because originally I misplanned this. I was going to put in the trains for this area as well, and there you can see that it's all in place now. I was going to put in the trains just up here for all this area as well, but I think it does actually make some more sense if I do that via the nursery back here. The nursery. Anyway, with these trains, what we can do is, it looks like we're getting refueled at the moment, although we would be getting refueled, but I don't think there is any bots over there. So, do I have bots here? I do. I need like 50 of these guys. So we don't even need 50, but I'll put 50 in because that will speed up our placement of the trains. So 50 bots in there, and we will start placing our trains along here. Now I probably won't go through all of these on camera because that might be a little bit boring and we might not get through everything because 20 trains is quite a lot, but we'll at least show a few. So we've got iron 23, 24, 25 and 26. I basically want to make 5 trains each. Why so many? Well, we're going to have 6 plus another 6, 12 just sitting here. Potentially another 4 sitting here. So that's really quite a few more. Now, the other thing is these names are no good, so I guess I should change these names immediately. What do I call them in other... So what do I call the iron trains here? Iron stack or unload 1. ISOU 1. So what's this? ISOU 5. Well, we're kind of going outside that, so I might go ISOU 7 or something. I mean, we are kind of going... I'm not sure if I'm going to need another stack. But I guess I'd like to keep that part consistent. For now we'll make it 7. We might have to change it later. I mean, that's kind of in keeping with my naming standards, but it might not work in the long run. So, I want to go to iron 23. Add iron 23 until inventory full, and then we can go to ISOU 7 until inventory empty, and you can probably head there now. Why can't you get to iron 23? For some reason it was trying to send it to the other thing. Alright. 1. wait for this one to fill up completely. 2.3. And interestingly enough, we got a top up on the fuel, so we probably have tons now. 4.6k. Yeah, it's probably not going to need to change that in a while. So that's 3. 2 more trains. I'll probably do the other 3 mines off camera just so that we can press on to more interesting stuff, but I will complete this one on camera first. There's one full of ore already. That's number 4. So just one more. I think I'll just quickly check. Yeah, 4, so one more. Now there's no bots over by the steel, so this won't suddenly start our steel production. The bots are actually something that I'm waiting on, because as you can imagine there is a fairly large number of bots required for this huge stack. So that's number 5. In fact, how many bots do we have outstanding? 4.7 thousand. There are some bots in here. There's 2,900 or so. And I have another 50 over there, but that's not really going to help. I don't think I've got any on board there, not that I can really tell. No, I don't think I've got any logistic bots there. But I mean, we could spread out the ones that I have. I wonder how the train's actually going with the load of the other bots. Quickly check that. We have 186. Yeah, it's having to build them now, so it could be quite a while to build all of those. So I guess, well, what I'm going to do is I will get the trains set up for the other 3 mines, which I will do off camera because you've seen how that works. It's just the same thing over and over again. I'll see then how far away we are from bots. Maybe we'll pass out some bots and set this lot up. That's probably worthwhile. But anyway, I will pause and rejoin you shortly. And back for the final train in this collection. So I've actually had to fix up some of the signals over by the steel stack as well, which I'll show you in a minute. Fix up, finish, kind of. Well, I'll show you first of all. So we've got 5 trains there, we've got 5 trains there, we have 5 trains there, and 5 trains there. So in terms of the signals, I've added all of the entry ones. There is a signal here, there's a normal rail signal coming in. It stops at a chain signal, and on the way out there's a rail signal, another one here, so that, you know, potentially a train could pull off down here, and that's the same all the way down to the bottom. And then there's rail signals allowing trains to come out. At the top it's reversed, so the bottom is the entrance, so the signals are on the outside of the track, and on the way out, well, on the way in it's a chain first, on the way out it's a normal signal first, and then this is all connected up as well, and here and here and here and here, which means I've got it wrong on this side for sure, so I'll have to fix that. But yeah, that's the ore trains doing their thing. Now, we haven't actually had a delivery of bots yet, but let me just run down here anyway, and what we will do is we'll take the bots we've got and deploy them. We have 2,800 bots. There's a bunch of things in here that we probably don't need. We may as well recycle those, for example. And these things, all of those can probably be recycled. So I might just go in here, turn them off, so we know that we can recycle these items. In fact, the only one that we really need is bots. Might just tell it to give me 50 medium poles before we recycle that. There we go. So we'll just keep the bots. The rest of it can be thrown away. So we've got 2,800 bots. We may as well, let's just put this up to 3,000. Give me 3,000 bots. No, don't auto trash them. Actually give them to me. That's 6 rows. We should be able to fit all of that in. We have some wire. I guess I will grab some combinators as well. We may need our electrical stuff. Let's grab those, and good rail while we're at it. Alright, so what we're going to do is take all of these bots, 2,800 of them, divide by 6, it's about 400 or 450 say per area. It won't be enough, we will need more, but more's coming. So we can go to the top, give it 450 bots. There we go, 450. And rename these. So I guess it's very similar to Big Bro Steel now, without quite the same amount of ore processing, which I just called Steel 2L. So these can be Steel 3L, Steel 3, load, and if we go to map mode, I should be able to come in here and change all of the rest of them accordingly. Okay, there's our 6 Steel 3 loads. Now, what we want, actually, do I need combinators here? Not really. I'll just run down, put our 450 in as many as possible. Oh, and fix that up. 350 plus another 100. 350 plus another 100. 350 plus another 100. Oh, we must have not done that quite right. Never mind, doesn't matter. Fix up that one. Oops. 350 plus another 100. And we are now at the bottom. So how come I've got all these left? My maths is crap, right? Oh, you can have the lot down here. So, we know What do we know? What am I actually missing over here? I'm missing some logic. I don't think I want that, because we're not currently using it. Now, is this working? So that actually does look correct. The bottom part was correct anyway, so that's fine. So yep, that's fine as well. Probably means all three of these will be fine. Whatever this is, we don't need. I probably will want to instigate this control over what goes in there, but we can do that in a bit. Okay, so the exit. So it enters. No, that's around the. These are around the wrong. Well, they're inside rather than outside. So yes, it should exit like that, and it should, whoops, enter via a chain, so it stops at that point. If there's something here. I've got this nonsense as well. Quite sure they're best. What I was trying to do with that, but it's obviously something that's in the blueprint that I copied that I guess we're just not using. So you exit into a normal signal and you enter from a chain signal. Up here, oh, I don't need this twice. And these are around the wrong way. Well, they're around the right way, but they're inside rather than outside, I guess is a better way of looking at that. What are we missing? Why are we getting a flashing here? We're missing something. Oh, we're missing that. We don't need that. What are we missing right there? That looks redundant as well, as does that. And we have something missing at this point. Let's go and see what that is. It was a couple of passive providers. Now, 2 unloaders probably won't end up being enough, but we'll leave that for the time being. We now have increased our steel production. What are we doing with steel? 50,000. It's not quite as high as... Oh, it's still climbing, so that's good. It should get up to roughly 56,000. We just now need to send some trains to use it. Which we're going to do via the nursery. So how are we doing here? We still haven't had a delivery. Alright, let's head back to the nursery. There's no reason not to pick these guys up now, I think. Except that we can't fit everything. We're not going to need this huge collection. Let's drop them off. Yeah, good. Alright. Yeah, let's head down to the nursery. I'm not going to reload the engineering train, so we'll just go straight to engineering rather than engineering unload first. And we will build a bunch of new trains that will utilize... Oh, we need to also... I know, we do have a subscriber there, so we're going to need to add these stations into our steel priorities, which will be this one here. What's it called? It's called steel 3 weight. Okay, so let's edit that. Add steel 3 weight, update, and the other one's probably an S. There it is. I actually need slightly better edit tools than this, but that'll do for now. We're probably going to travel for quite a while. What's our production like at the moment? We're basically at 4,500 science a minute. Hopefully, once we have trains, we'll get that up to the 6,000. Trains, more bots, maybe more inserters. Yeah. Maybe I should make sure that I have a decent number of passive providers just in case. Get rid of that. They can stay. Where are we up to? We're coming along here. So our this iron stack needs that kind of treatment, which is part of the reason why I am trying to... in fact, we've almost cleared one of these rows already, so that's good. Sort of numbers that are there won't take very long to clear. That gives us slightly more space to put pre-stackers in here. Maybe we actually need a few more iron trains in here, because there's a gap there and there's a gap here, so that's certainly room for that. One's filling up one of those gaps, but you know, maybe it needs one more iron train. Of course, we were going to do it to copper as well. This part here, 689, 162, that this whole mine is not going to last much longer. This one up here is certainly a clear candidate for a revamp, which will probably save us maybe one more UPS, and then we can extend to there and here and here and here and here. It's not like there's a shortage of places that we can potentially extend to. So yeah, that's all good. And so we're doing a save. Mining productivity 270, especially once we have 6,000 down pat. We should not have much of an issue with getting to 275. And drilling. Oh, we've arrived. Less chat, more action. Okay, so let us get... actually, let's shed some of our excess stuff. We're not going to need that just at the moment. So what I want to do is... I'm not quite sure how many new steel trains I want to deploy. Let's go 12 of those and 16 of those. But we probably... Well, maybe I'll try about 16 first up and we'll see how that goes. 16 new trains. 1, 2, 3. Having the running path here is very helpful for this nursery. So, the idea is that the trains will come to here to steel 3 load. They'll then travel this huge distance to steel 3 weight, and then they'll be given commands via this mod of mine as to where to go next, and most of the time hopefully it will basically be down here. So steel 3. Steel 3 load until inventory full, and then steel 3 wait until circuit condition. Copy that and send it on its way. So that's 1. Now I'm not going to... Oh, was that the supply train? I think it was. They'd only delivered about 900, so that's not too many. Just as with the other one, I won't make you sit through all 16 of these. I guess we'll do sort of 2 and come back for the last one. So there's 2, and I will see you soon. And back. I'm having a look at the performance of the steel stack at the moment. So I'm finding that looks like the number of bots we've got already might actually be enough. But I have obviously got a signalling issue because I've noticed there's a couple of trains stuck here. And basically I ran out of the locomotives back at base, so I'm coming back here to, because I didn't put any signals in these bits, so we obviously need to do that to enable the steel to be used properly. So we're coming back to do that, and so that's why I was having a bit of a look. How is our production of steel and the likes? 55,000, that's pretty good. We haven't been able to actually use any of this steel yet because it's just being made here. The interesting thing would be, no, we're not getting any pile up of steel. Oh, the steel's gone from there now. What about here? No, it's able to load it as fast as it can make it, so 2's definitely enough to load it, and 2 looks like it's probably just about enough to unload as well, so we might be fine in all counts other than the signals and the remaining locomotives. So I think I might even cancel this order for additional bots once the train gets there. As you can see, it's a very long journey there though. We probably need to get rid of this as well. If I need landfill, it won't be, well, I mean, it could be down here I suppose if I ever want to use this copper. Plastic seems under control. We don't have any sulfuric acid at the moment. That's a relatively small list. Yeah, I kind of need to add exactly what they're after for it to make sense. But anyway, let's come out. Let's first of all, let's cancel the order, which we'll do basically by telling this that 1's enough. So just come and deliver whatever you've got, and we will fix these signals. And hopefully once the signals are all done, some of these trains have made it to where they need to go, we should be able to look upon 6,000 science per minute. I mean, we've been doing it, but it just irregularly. This should make it a regular occurrence, although there is another fix-it that we'll be doing in the next episode to kind of enforce where we're going with the whole thing. So they come in here. We need some sort of signal down here. I might even put one of these in. And at this point we split up. I don't really want to block this line, so let's put one of those there. We're coming in this way. No, according to that we're leaving that way. That's not true though, so yeah, there's more than I thought to fix. Okay, that's fine. We'll need one of those there. We'll probably need one of those coming out there. And these are actually on the inside when they need to be on the out, because we are coming in this way and we are going out that way. That one is fine. Is that okay? Or should it be a chain? I think that's fine actually. Now, down here, aside from having one of those too many, this is the path out. This is the path in. Ouch. Yeah, this is the path in, so what am I doing? That's on the wrong side. That's on the wrong side. Needs to be on this side. That one needs to be on that side, and for now we'll put one of those there, the normal signal, and down here we will use a chain. We'll use a chain here. We will, that's the way out. This is out, so it should be heading the other way. Very confusing. Let's get it right. So that's the way in. Then needs one of those. The way out needs one of those and one of those. I'm probably going to regret putting normal signals in here, but just for the moment I will. So this one, have a normal signal up there, it's crossing here, so let's put a chain in there. Let's put a chain there. Let's put a standard signal there. A chain here. Now this one, must be incorrect as well, because we are coming in this way and we are exiting this way. And as we join here, we will need a chain. Let's put a standard signal there. Now it's just to improve the flow on the way out. I'm a little bit concerned. Yeah, that's a little bit concerning. I've actually kind of reversed all of this over, haven't I, by reflecting it and doing it the way that I have. I might have to think about that, possibly even off camera, having this all reversed like this is not really going to work the way I want it to. I need to flip this back over. So I might have to rip it up and do it again. But I guess we have done enough for now. Do we have a single... Well, can they even escape? No, they can't. They can't load up. They can't escape. Yeah, I've ballsed it up. I'll have to rip the whole thing out. Flip it over. This needs to be down here. Damn. Oh well. Thanks for joining me. We'll sort that out next time. Bye bye for now.